Welcome to episode 6 Inside the Paint. Always, we're here with John
You know what to do.
and Kaelin, back
How's
for
it
his second
going?
episode.
Yes, sir.
Will, just kidding.
All
So we're gonna be talking about some news today, some questions and some hot takes. Gonna be a quick episode as we always say, but who knows what John's response is. So we'll just get right into it then. First off, Kyrie, with the players creating their own league, and apparently him not saying it, then he leaves the Nets group chat. I'm just gonna say from the start, he's really getting compared to Antonio Brown right now, and I think he's just So John, you could start with your opinions.
I think Kyrie is the stupidest individual I have ever had the pleasure of. I mean, not face-to-face interaction, but he's a complete idiot. Luke, is everything okay here, pal?
Yeah, hold on one second. Keep going.
Okay. There is no way in hell you're going to have a players-only league. First of all, nobody's going to fucking watch it. Because it's atrocious. It's ass. You're just going to ruin basketball for everybody. And Kyrie just needs to get off his fucking high horse and
Keep
play some
talking.
basketball.
Just keep talking. Just be careful who you're talking to.
They're on the Nets series.
Just be careful who you're talking to.
And, to continue that, I think the Nets are atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. They're the worst fucking team in the league. They don't deserve to be a goddamn team. They should get sent down to the WNBA and all with the girls. No offense to any of the ladies out here, of course, but that's just my opinion.
Okay, but for your actual opinion, why don't you go then?
My actual opinion is I don't think that Kyrie truly understands. I don't want to be the guy that says, like, shut up and dribble, but I don't think Kyrie understands the complexities that go into actually running his own league. I mean, you can't have a league run specifically by players.
Yeah, one, you need to pay the players. Two, you need venues.
Exactly. Like, the closest thing I think we'll ever see is the PLL, for example.
Right.
And that's not entirely run by players. You still have
It's run by a player.
It's
Or it's founded by a player.
Right, exactly. It's founded by a player. But I think that's as far as anybody's going to be able to go with basketball. I think the NBA is fine currently.
I do too. I don't think it's like that big of a deal. Like, just people need to get over it, and if they don't want to play, then don't play. They don't have to leave the league for it.
Right.
Kaelin, what are your thoughts?
I mean, look, the NBA, I don't see anything wrong with the current NBA and what Kyrie's proposing. That I don't think Kyrie understands everything that goes into not only starting a league but maintaining a league,
right.
Which is there's so much more than I feel like he understands. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't know about running a league, but I feel like Kyrie also just knows about the playing side more than the actual management side. And I feel like it would just flop so hard, like XFL type flop, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Listen, rip the XFL though.
Yeah, for sure.
I really thought everyone was had the hype build up, but fucking went bankrupt after one season. But yeah, so next so let me just share my screen real quick.
Can we talk about 2K?
Sure. Well, you know what? Yes. Thank you for bringing up 2K. As you know, as my favorite game of all time.
Of course.
I cannot wait to hear what you have to say to it.
Well, have you guys seen the commercial with Zion, 2K21?
Yes.
Yep.
I just wanted to know what your guys' thoughts are. I'm not a big 2K player.
Okay, so I've seen, if I could pull this up. So basically all 2K does to advertise a new game and to make people think it's better in graphics, just fucking add a shit ton of sweat to them.
That actually is kind of accurate. Not gonna lie.
No, 100%.
Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so all right, here it is. Share screen.
See, I'm not a big 2K player.
So
I'm not either.
this is 2K18 and 2K19. No sweat LeBron, sweat LeBron. Go back. They did it in another one too. Yeah. Fuck, that's a
Nice.
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, but sweaty, dry. It's literally like that's all they do. So when I saw like the upcoming when I saw the trailer for it, I'm like, holy fuck. They added a shit ton of sweat to Zion. Like it was a lot of fucking sweat.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, that's what I noticed when I saw it the first time. Was like, I was like, bro, like this dude is glowing. Like this man is drenched. And I was like, I'm not a dedicated 2K player, but I mean, I've played through the franchise series, whatever, and I don't know. It's not that they can really change many mechanics about the game at this point. I feel like it really is just graphics and then updating like rosters and rules and whatnot. It's really, I'm not gonna say it's the same game, but like you know, like the Spider-Man meme where he's like pointing at another Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's pretty much
It's
like
that,
that.
yeah. They did. I saw that meme with Madden.
Yeah, it's the same situation.
Realistically, though, like what could they change? Because they come out with a game every single year.
Yeah. So
What could they change to make it a new game?
if anyone's seen my streams, you'll know. But there's a drastic much of improvement that they could have on the game if they hire me to help with the game. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
So the cyber faces, which is like the face scans that they do,
Right.
horrendous.
Oh yeah.
You can download if you mod 2K, you can. I have a couple, but you can like download separate cyber faces for each player, and they look so much better. Next is the courts. Courts look terrible. The lighting doesn't match at all. They can make it way more reflective, so it looks like what it's supposed to be. Another one is the scoreboards. A lot of people wanted like the TNT scoreboard and the ESPN scoreboard on there, so you can put that on there. And I think the net fix, like the net physics, like the way the net moves, was like a big issue. But that's like the little things that like a typical player wouldn't realize.
Right.
So it's not like they're not adding stuff to the game. It's just that it's like little things that players, some of them realize, some of them don't.
Yeah, I mean that's just like, I feel like that's just like what everyone says. It's like the same game over and over. It's just tiny details are tweaked every once in a while with a new game. It's like, I mean, you could stick with one game, or I mean, if you're a fan of the franchise, I guess get the new game every year. But it's like,
Oh yeah,
it's you know.
But if you have a PC, and I'm guessing they're gonna have it for PS4 too, 2K20. So if you have a PS or if you have a PC, just download 2K and get it modded, and then you can put whatever you want on there. You can have the scoreboard, you can have the cyber faces, you can have the net physics, courts, all that shit. They did. Let me see if I can find it.
What major changes could they make though?
Major changes? I think they have some pretty good, like, to be honest, I think they have the complete package right now, if I'm being completely honest.
So then how are they going to make more money off of a new game?
Microcurrency. That's pretty much it. BC, yeah. Oh, so I downloaded this mod. Let me see if I can find the jerseys. These jerseys were absolutely sick. So do you know the San Antonio Spurs' Fiesta colors?
I don't.
I am gonna look at it right now.
So that was like the light blue, pink, and orange as like the tints, kind of.
Ooh, yeah.
I think it's this one. Let me see. I'm sorry. Hold on.
It's very interesting.
Hold on. I'm trying to look for the photo. So this is awkward.
I think I'm gay.
What?
What?
Okay, John.
I've heard, like, I've seen a bunch of, like, there's been like glitches in like performance with like shooting threes or shooting shots, hitting like a green.
Yeah,
green
that's another thing. Was like the amount. So what I want personally, is the online matchmaking to be a whole lot better. So basically, um, if you're playing my team, which is like Ultimate Team for EA fans, is like, so say like you just start off and you have like an 80 overall team. You are probably going to get up against, the first match I ever played was against a 99 overall team, and I got destroyed. So like, I don't understand like what, like if they could just have like some custom matchmaking in order to.
Do you think they should implement like a skill-based matchmaking type?
Yeah, that would be a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
Sorry, but yeah, it was like, it just, I don't know. It makes me mad because like every time like I try and play a game, I always have to go like sweat mode on it, and it just, I don't know, it gets me a little.
Have you ever considered that maybe you kind of just like suck at 2K?
Yeah.
You have? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What overall is your team right now?
I haven't played in a while, but I think it's a 95.
Oof, all right. So
Basically,
you probably don't suck at 2K. But
what I've been doing is I've just been racking up locker codes. But yeah. So John, what do you think would get you to be able to play 2K? Like what would be your reason to join, or at least play it like more? I don't know if you play it a lot or played it, but
Used to play. I had I don't know if I still do. I think 2K17. I think. Um, I liked it a lot. I think it was pretty okay. The only reason I haven't kept playing it was because they came out with a new game every single year. Like I got 2K18 and it was the same fucking game. Like obviously there were little minor differences and everything, but it was pretty much I'm playing basketball either way.
yeah.
I'm not that big of a fan. I mean, every once in a while I'll go back to like 17 and I'll play it, you know. But I'm just playing. I'm literally just sitting there playing basketball.
Yeah. But what do you think? Like, have you ever like thought of like the my career being anything like special?
I played my career a lot. Like being able to just basically, you know, build your own career. I thought that was pretty dope. But I mean, personally, I went through as many teams as I could. Many teams really I wanted to.
Uh,
I didn't really. It's kind of the same thing over and over again. Kind of like what I was saying. Personally, if I was 2K, I wouldn't come out with a game every year. I would come out with, like, for example, maybe DLCs every year. And those DLCs could kind of add on to more of like, let's say, updated rosters. You know, an updated rosters pack or something.
well, like even before, there was like, you can like, it's a community uploaded like team. Like you can like download your own, like someone can make a roster, upload it to like the community, and you can download it.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, it's great and all. Me personally, I just don't like all the same shit every year.
Yeah, I get it, but like, yeah, I mean, I kind of dig it, just because I like the Spurs, not the Spurs. Oh my God, 2K. I'm still trying to find these fucking jerseys, and I can't find them. They must have gotten rid of them, but
First Fiesta jerseys,
the Fiesta jerseys, well, the ones that I was looking at, these other ones that I've seen is okay, but it's not the best.
I just found them.
No. The ones that I have, I can guarantee you haven't found them. Is it the ones that just say San Antonio on them?
Yeah, are they gray?
Kinda.
What do you mean, kinda?
I don't know how to explain it. Here, hold on. Here, right here, right here.
Found it.
I found the image for it. Yeah.
Are you gonna show us, or
Can you
are you
hold on? I'm trying to.
yourself?
Can you fucking hold on?
Were you just letting us know that you found it, and then we continue on, or?
Now you made me fucking close the link. Just shut the fuck up. Hold on. Yeah, chill.
I'm not. I was
Can
genuinely
you just chill?
curious.
Can you just chill?
Yeah, no, I can show it and everything.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's
You
perfectly cool.
curious. I want-
Yeah, no problem. Here, I'm sharing it right now.
Okay.
All right. So you see this logo right here?
With the middle one.
Yes, that
Yeah.
logo. Don't you think that would be sick?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
Don't
know
you think
what
that?
was?
Sorry, go ahead.
I said that was the first thing that popped up when I looked up, literally, Spurs Fiesta jerseys.
Yeah, but I can't find the jerseys that the Modern made.
The one that you literally just looked at.
No, that's not it. That's the
Oh,
logo. The other ones are just like the word San Antonio, but the other ones like incorporated the logo into it.
okay, that makes
But
sense.
yeah, but I'm thinking like for me, the Spurs are probably the most like boring team in the NBA. They haven't changed anything, and apparently like the fans like really want the Fiesta colors back.
I think the Spurs need to stop trying. Like, what are they doing right now? They're trying to win a championship. You are not going to win a championship with DeMar DeRozan as your first piece. The Raptors tried it, didn't work. There's a
Dejounte
reason.
Murray though, that's my boy.
Huh?
Dejounte Murray though is my boy.
He's going to be dope as fuck, but he's also really young. So why not build around him?
Yeah. I mean, he's not really much of a scorer though. He's more of a defensive guy. So
But
you
that
just got to put some scores around him, and
right. It doesn't mean you can't develop his scoring as well.
yeah.
Like, and they put scores around him. You know, LaMarcus Aldridge, DeMar DeRozan, Rudy Gay. But that's not cutting it.
Yeah. All right. So let's get on to the next topic, which is I found this art simulation thing. Well, I think is it CB? What the fuck is that? CBS Sports. They usually do these. They go on like the simulation website and do it 10,000 times with and then they post like the percentage above each team that won the title. So let me just share that with you. So we have the Lakers with 32.3.
Lakers are not winning a championship this year.
No?
There's talks of Avery Bradley and what's his face, Dwight Howard sitting out.
Oh, yeah, I know Dwight Howard wanted to sit out.
If those guys sit out, game over. We're not winning a championship.
But so for those who are listening on the podcast, pretty much Lakers have 32.3. I'll reach off like top 5. Clippers have 29.7, Bucks 24.7, Nuggets 4.7, and then the Raptors 2.6. But John, we'll start with you. What is your what do you think is the most surprising add on here?
Clippers.
Yeah.
The Bucks are the number 1 team in the league, the number 1 team in the East. Yet they're ranked so far below Lakers and Clippers.
It's not even that they're ranked. That's just like after 10,000 simulations. They just haven't won them as much.
Out
Yeah.
of 10,000 simulations, they're so like low. I figured the Bucks would be like. I personally assumed that it was going to be Lakers and Bucks all the way going to Game 7, with the Bucks leading out.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that the Clippers. I think the Clippers are atrocious.
Can I tell you what my surprising thing is?
Okay.
That the Jazz and the
Mhm.
Pacers are higher than the Heat and the Mavericks.
Yeah, I don't understand how like the Grizzlies are not beating the Mavericks.
Mm.
It is not happening.
But
I think the Heat is a big injustice. I think the Celtics are a big injustice. I think people are sleeping on Jason Tatum.
I think people are putting too much into this Raptors squad. I really don't think they can win a championship right now.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's not time yet. I think I could see the potential in Siakam, but I don't think they're ready yet.
You know, it'd be really funny
What?
if the Clippers traded Kawhi for Siakam.
Yeah.
I thought I guess not, but
That's probably not going to happen now.
yeah, I
But-
just thought it'd be a funny thing.
Kaelin, what was your surprising? What do you think is probably the most surprising about it?
I mean, honestly, like what John said, the Bucks are the number 1 team in the East, and yet they are still so low against or compared to the Lakers and the Clippers. I mean, I get it's a simulation, but like, come on, that's the number 1 team in the East, and I mean, I feel like they're probably on track to win a champ. So, but I don't think that the Clippers have that great of a chance to win
I don't know.
or to go to the finals. But I could see Lakers and Bucks, but I just don't think that the Bucks should be that low.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, that's like 5% in between them,
Right.
and like the Nuggets and the Raptors are 2%. Like it's kind of a big jump, but it's just the numbers don't like look like it. But
Yeah, I have a new updated surprise.
what?
The Nets were on that list.
Yes, they were.
There's no way the Nets are going to win a championship this year.
0.02% chance. Yeah,
Not even.
after 10,000 simulations. So that probably means after like 10,000s, they probably like
You could do a million simulation.
5 times.
If the Nets beat any team on that list, any team, then I will become a Nets fan.
Be in the finals or just
Beat them.
so you're saying that the Nets aren't going to make it out of the first round of the playoffs?
No.
How do you feel about that, Luke?
Nets won't even win a game. They won't even win one game.
Swept round 1.
Sweep. It'll be a sweep.
I mean, I told you from the start, John. You think you're like getting me like heated. I'm not. I told you they're going to be 8th seed. They're probably going to get out in the first round until KD and Kyrie start playing together, get some chemistry, and see how they play.
You want to know exactly what's going to happen the second Kyrie and KD step on the fucking floor?
What?
Those two are going to argue and bicker so much about who gets the fucking ball.
It's
Because KD's going to pull up. Kyrie's going to be like, oh, I was wide open. And KD's going to be like, oh, I was. And it's just going to fucking spiral. Nobody else is going to get any touches. You're going to have KD and fucking Kyrie. You guys are not going to get out of the first
Okay,
round.
then you trade. You know what you do? Then you trade Dinwiddie for some good bench pieces.
But you still have the core problems in Kyrie.
You don't know that. You haven't seen them play
KD.
yet. You haven't seen them play yet.
I
How do you know they're going to have issues? How do you know they're going to have issues?
Because they're both the same person. They're the same player. Ball hogs.
He could play with Steph. He could play with Klay Thompson.
Because Steph and Klay aren't ball hogs. Klay can't do anything without getting the ball passed to him. And Steph is a great facilitator. He's the greatest point guard of all time. He's a great facilitator. He was able to facilitate the ball to Kevin Durant. Draymond Green, all three of us, everybody knows that Draymond
Fuck
Green
Draymond.
can score,
First of all,
but he wasn't. He hasn't scored a serious game since 2016.
that's facts.
Bullshit.
Shout out Micah.
Shout out Micah. Fucking Warriors suck. Go Cavs. I got my Cavs shirt on right here, boys.
Wow, proud of you.
Rep the land.
All right. Next topic. When I pull it up.
Every time. Every
What?
time I back you into a corner,
Next
you
topic.
say, next topic.
When did I bet? I didn't like you didn't come back with anything. I told you. What did you say? That's about the whole Steph Curry being a facilitator and all that shit.
He is.
How many points did he average with KD?
He averaged like 25.
So, and how much did KD average when he was not injured? Not that injured season, but like when
28, 29.
Okay, they could both share the ball. They could both score a bunch of points.
Hey, but Kyrie's not a facilitator.
You don't know how they could play together. You don't know. Well, one, I hated the decision to fire Kenny Atkinson just because Kyrie didn't like him.
You actually did not like that decision.
I
thought you would like it.
I didn't mind him as a coach. I just don't think I got to see, like, well, one, you never got to see his game plan when KD came back around. So, I mean, I can't hate the guy because I'm like, well, I don't know what would happen.
That makes sense.
But, just I told you they're going to be an eighth seed this year probably.
Next year they're not even going to make the playoffs.
They might. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell Kyrie's going to do. He might request a trade for all I know because he's.
Cavs are winning it all next year. Go Cavs. Go Cavs.
Next topic.
Don't argue with it.
All right. So it's this one. So it involves Denver and Utah.
Okay.
So basically, the Nuggets traded away their rights to Rudy Gobert in 2013 and Donovan Mitchell in 2017 to the Jazz. So I guess this is not really about like the Jazz per se, mostly about like Denver. How do you think with like Rudy Gobert's defense instead of like Jokic's like point guard-esque like skills and with Donovan Mitchell on the team, you think they'd win a championship sooner than they would with Jokic?
I don't think so.
No? Do you think it would be harder to win a championship with them or like
harder, yeah.
With Jamal Murray? Oh, you also have like the same roster. I forgot to add that.
So I still have Jamal Murray?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay. So it would be easier?
Yeah, I think it'll be easier because Donovan Mitchell, he can focus on scoring. He can facilitate a little bit. Jamal Murray is a point guard. He can facilitate and he can score. And you have Rudy Gobert. You don't need a facilitator in Jokic, which is literally all he does.
Yeah. I mean, Kaelin, what do you think?
I agree. Donovan Mitchell. Sorry, not Donovan Mitchell. Jamal Murray's like you said, he's a facilitator, but I mean, he can score. And then Gobert is just. I mean, he's a defensive guy, right? So he's not going to be scoring as much, but the contribution on the defensive side is going to be very. What's the word I'm trying to look for? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I'm tired. It's okay. Going to be very, helpful. Sure. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah.
Helpful.
Okay.
That's not the word I wanted, but that's the word that came out.
But yeah, I told John, did I tell you this? Like the way I see Denver heading to the finals is if they had some defensive help. I might have told you on a podcast, or I might have told you like off screen.
I don't think you told me that.
No, but that's what that's what I think. I'm like, oh, the Nuggets, they don't really have like a defensive guy.
But do you think they could get defensive help in?
What do you mean?
Forward.
Like if they could trade away for defensive help, who
Like
do you
what
think
position would I want to see defensive help in?
Yeah.
Well, with the current roster, I think Jokic is, untouchable, so it can't be center. Power forward, yeah, that could see like a defensive power forward. But like I don't really know like who they could trade for. They would probably have to go to free agency. Would probably be
Yeah.
their best bet because
Right.
I feel like they have too many valuable picks or not too many valuable players to be able to like trade one away. So like say like they wanted to trade for like a defensive power forward, a really good one. So they had to give up like let's say like Gary Harris, and like a couple first round picks. You want to make like it depends. I think their system is pretty good right now. Like I feel like with the amount of players that they have, I think everything is in sync right now. But I don't know if like one trade will mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I would have to go with the power forward, but I would sign him in free agency instead of trade for him. Just so you don't lose any players to that mess with the system.
Right.
But I don't know. Without Jamal Murray, this would probably be about the same Denver team, probably top 5, but not making it far in the playoffs. But
I
with
agree.
Jamal Murray, they would probably. I would say they make the finals. I don't know if they'd win. It depends on who they're going up against, obviously. But
And I mean, think about it. Back in Utah, they've got Mike Conley now.
mm-hmm.
They have a really good facilitator, and they have a really good scorer, and they have a really good defender. They have the main 3 pieces to a championship team. They just need a bench.
Right.
That's not too difficult to get.
Yeah. Where's my next topic on the board? Oh, so have you ever heard? Did you hear the rumors about the Warriors wanting to trade for Giannis?
Mm-hmm.
Something about Klay Thompson, I think.
Yeah. So basically, it's pretty much that. It's like.
Oh yeah.
So, do you think the Warriors will need to trade Klay Thompson in the deal for the Giannis? Well, actually, it's not even that. It's like, do you think they would need to trade away Klay Thompson in order to get Giannis? Probably money wise.
You're talking what wise?
Like money, like you have to trade away Klay Thompson to free up some money to sign Giannis.
Well, yeah. I mean, either that or Draymond. And I wouldn't trade Draymond Green for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't trade who?
Draymond Green.
Why is that?
Because Draymond Green does so much more on the court than it meets the eye.
Mm.
He's a fantastic defender. He can facilitate. He can shoot. He can score. He can rebound. He can literally do whatever you need him to do on the court.
I will say I'm not a big fan of Draymond, but like everyone's like been trashing on him for not having a great year. But like, what do you expect? He had a bunch of
Has no help.
Yeah, he had no help this season except for D'Lo, and that's not technically help. D'Lo himself is a number 2 guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Except on the Nets. The Nets, he was a good leader. That's why I kind of wish he'd never left because I felt like with the Nets, he was probably he would be the guy to go to. But
it wasn't necessarily his choice.
I know it wasn't. I mean, but I'm just saying. But yeah, I don't know. Where would you want to see Klay if you had to pick anywhere?
Lakers.
Lakers? I wouldn't mind seeing him in the Lakers.
Lakers need a shooting guard.
They do.
Danny Green he's a great guy, but we could put him on the bench.
He would be a great bench guy.
That's a championship right there.
Kaelin, would you want to see him anywhere else or the Lakers?
I would probably see. I was gonna say Lakers, but now that John said it, I feel like I can't say Lakers because I don't want to copy John. I'm not John, but
he's Kaelin.
Yeah.
You could also want the Lakers, but like, where else would you want to see him? Like,
I would. So, all right, we'll put Lakers to the side. Honestly, who just turned on their Xbox?
John.
I feel like if I could see him play with like Luka, I feel like that'd be a
I was actually
pretty
just
fun to watch. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
with the big three with Clay, Luca, and Kristaps.
Right.
That'd be pretty dope.
Kristaps just fuck around in the post. Luka can shoot some threes as well as dish it to some Klay Thompson.
Right.
You know what? Before D'Lo got traded to Minnesota, I kind of I would want to see like Clay with Minnesota.
Klay in Minnesota.
Yeah,
Who's gonna pass Klay Thompson the ball?
I mean you don't need that much of a good player to pass the ball to him.
No, but I mean Karl Anthony Towns can't do it.
No, I never said he could, but
So who on that team can?
who's their point guard?
Isn't it like Jeff Teague or something?
No, was it Jeff Teague?
It was either maybe Jeff Teague got traded to the Hawks or something.
Malik Beasley.
Malik Beasley. Yeah, no. No.
Where is assist numbers this year?
Minnesota. Let's see.
2.
1.9 assists. No.
Yeah.
Not happening.
I mean, you can also have who's their small forward. we'll just keep going down the list. Hernan Gomez. They have Jared Culver. He's a good up and coming star.
No, he wasn't. He was underwhelming.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
He was underwhelming. Look at his goddamn stats.
He only played for 1 year.
I expected this man to go out there and be like Darius Garland. I actually wanted the Cavs to draft Jarrett Culver over Darius Garland.
Well, not every rookie has not every high first round rookie has a breakout year like right away.
Right, but I expected so much out of Jarrett Culver right away, and I got disappointed.
Yeah, but I mean, for a rookie to average a steal a game, that's not bad.
That's maybe.
Yeah,
Two-
rookie.
2 assists. Yeah, I mean, at least he's.
I feel like this is playing onto the John's point of him being pretty underwhelming.
I'm not. Yeah, you did have an underwhelming season. I never said that, but I'm just saying,
a better basketball player than this guy.
What?
I said I'm a better basketball player than this guy.
I seen you during intramural basketball, John.
Some rough games.
This next topic you'll like, John. Or you'll have a lot of discussions to think about.
I saw this actually. Yes.
This one?
I did.
So basically, for everyone who's listening, it's if Ray Allen missed the shot during the finals, so basically what would happen was Tim Duncan would match MJ's final record 6-0. LeBron would only have 2 rings with a 2-7 finals record. Probably would have 3 rings. The Heatles or the primetime Heat with the big 3 would go 1-3 in the finals. D-Wade would have 2 rings, and T-Mac would win a ring. So, John, we'll save your response for last, but Kaelin, what's your thought to all this?
Well, I've said this before. I'm not as knowledgeable in the history side of the NBA, like prior dates.
Mm-hmm.
But if Ray Allen would have missed this shot, I feel like I don't think LeBron would have gone 2-7 as his record. Kawhi probably. I don't know if I would say 3 rings. Actually, I could see 3 rings maybe. Is D-Wade with LeBron still? Would this be during the prime Heat?
Yeah, it would be with the prime Heat.
Okay. If I feel like D-Wade and LeBron would probably have more than 2 rings, but other than that, I don't know. I'm not much of a history NBA guy, but
Yeah, I understand. But like just like seeing this, so like say Ray Allen missed a shot,
mhm.
would you think this is something that you don't need really history for, but like would you want would you compare Tim Duncan to MJ then with this finals record, or would you just kind of like
um,
just call it
no,
like not a coincidence, but like you know,
I wouldn't compare him like not as a skill player.
not really compare him, but like kind of like add him to like a debate on like who
Would you
would
put
be the
him over
best?
Kobe?
No,
Who? Tim Duncan?
Would you put Tim Duncan if he was 6-0? Would you put him over Kobe?
With Kobe still having the same finals
Yeah,
record?
he's still having the same exact career.
I still don't think so, no.
I wouldn't.
I don't think so either.
But John, do you remember when I joked about Ray Allen carrying LeBron in the finals
Yeah.
with Ogauskas?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm talking about.
Kaelin, I just remember you said you don't know much about like basketball history and stuff.
All right,
Let me teach it to you. So
I'm listening.
I was there on the sideline during this game right here.
Right.
I'll tell you exactly what happened. So in the fourth quarter, I remember watching the game. I remember LeBron, I think he got like a dunk or something.
Mhm.
Went back on defense, got a steal, scored another goal or a basket or whatever. Went back on defense, got a block. Boom, boom, boom. This just kept going. LeBron James scored like 14 points in the fourth quarter.
Mhm.
LeBron James had 2 blocks in the fourth quarter, a steal in the fourth quarter. He had every single shot, every single point that the Heat scored in the final minutes of the fourth quarter, like final minutes being like 7, 8 minutes,
Right.
was either scored by or assisted by LeBron James. But Ray Allen is the only player who, is outstanding of that statistic because obviously he was assisted by Chris Bosh, who,
Mhm.
might I add, had 0 points that game. I think 8 rebounds and 1 assist. This being it. I want to
Mhm.
say that that's what his stat line is. So no, I do think that if Ray Allen missed this shot, the league is completely changed. I think the Heat win in 2014. I think they would beat the Spurs. I think Kawhi would still have 2 rings. LeBron would still have 3. Tim Duncan would be 5-1. I just don't think that they would be back-to-back champions, which is fine in my opinion. But
when I
basically, Kaelin, just to let you know, LeBron James saved Ray Allen's career and
Mhm.
every other person's career. Without LeBron James, that team does not make it out of the first round of the playoffs. So just giving you a little history there for you, Kaelin.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Whenever you need to learn about LeBron, come to me. I got you, pal.
I thank you. I will take you up on that.
Thank you very much. I very much appreciate you.
when I saw this post, I was thought about you because I wanted to get your opinion on it. But um, we'll go down the line. So Kawhi having 3 rings
You would
with
have 2.
that. What's that?
You would have 2. There's no way the Heat are losing in 2014. If they lose in 2013, they're winning in 2014.
But I feel like if this isn't like this is with the same chance, like if Ray Allen missed the shot, everything would happen the same. I don't feel like things would change. Like I feel like that's what the post. I feel like that's what the post is trying to show.
Let's just dumb post then, because obviously things would change.
Why would you say that?
Because I'm just thinking about it. If I'm LeBron James, or if I'm Dwayne Wade, rather, Dwayne Wade is a better example. And Ray Allen misses that shot, I'm still with LeBron and Chris Bosh for 1 more year at least. So I'm going to put my all on that court in 2014. Simple as that. And we all know that Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade did not put their all in 2014. They win that next ring. LeBron is still 3-7 or 3-6, 3-7. I don't know. Kawhi has 2. The Heatles go 2-2. Dwayne Wade has 3. And fuck McGrady. I don't give a shit about him. He's a trash ass basketball player.
So the 2020 Hall of Fame class.
Next topic.
I don't have to. I wasn't arguing with you in the first place.
Next topic.
All right.
This actually made me cry, guys.
What's that?
This draft class.
Kobe, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and Tamika Catchings.
Well, because when we put down my dog, is that same? Or it was around the same time period that Kobe died, and I was driving back to Gahanna, where I'm from, and I was listening to sad songs, right, about departure and death, and then I got a notification on my phone from ESPN that said the 2020 Hall of Fame class is going to include Kobe Bryant. And I was like, okay, I'm fucking done. I'm killing myself. It's that simple. It's suicide hour here. I started crying. I'm not even going to lie to you guys.
John, the worst thing about Kobe dying was you weren't here to support me. I was stuck. So I'll tell you the story. Basically, I was just sitting on my futon, watching some Netflix. Mitch was chilling in the room. I think he was sleeping, and then I get an alert saying, "Oh, helicopter crash in Calabasas." What?
Micah didn't tell you?
Micah?
Yeah.
I got it from ESPN first.
Damn.
Actually, no. I read it on Snapchat first.
Well, because my dad was the first person to tell me, and he found out like minutes after the first news report came out from TMZ.
Uh-huh.
And so then I immediately called Micah, and then like an hour later is when ESPN, Snapchat, the NBA app. It was
definitely like right when it happened, because when I went to go look up Kobe Bryant, all like the news reports like went out like 5 minutes before, so I knew like almost right away.
Damn.
So I told Mitch, and obviously Mitch like pretends to care. He's like, "What?" I go, "Yeah, dude." What? And then I run over to your room to see Micah and not you, because I forgot you went home. And it made me sad because I needed to reconcile with my boys.
It made me sad too. I came home that night.
You did, and I embraced you in a hug.
In a brotherly hug, yes. Yeah.
Then I left my hoop basketball thing out outside my door for anyone who wanted to take a shot.
Give a shot for Kobe.
Out of respect, yeah.
Yeah, but then like everyone kept missing because like the bunch of people on our floor were weebs. So they kept missing and hitting my door. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna take this back. You know what? Kobe would want it.
You actually are gonna be so fucking shocked about how many fucking dweebs are on campus.
But yeah, that's do you think this is the best of all time? This Hall of Fame class?
Yeah, absolutely. I
honestly I haven't paid this is probably like my first or second year that I'm paying like this much attention to basketball.
Mm-hmm.
The last couple of years were like, oh, basketball's on, I'll watch it, and I know like the basic knowledge. So I don't really know any other Hall of Fame classes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, obviously with Kobe, KG, and then Tim Duncan, I think it's a good Hall of Fame class, but I'm just like I can't say that's the best because one, I don't know any of the other classes, but I feel like it would definitely be like top 2, but I'm not sure. So John, since you know probably the more about history aspects.
There have been really good draft classes before, but personally, the way I feel about it is Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward of all time. Kevin Garnett, in my opinion, is number 3 power forward, and Kobe Bryant is number 2 of all time. It doesn't get any better than that. Like,
And what about this Tamika Catchings? I never heard of her.
Mm-mm.
Well, one, because I don't watch WNBA, but
I
what
heard of
was
her
it?
one time.
What's that?
I've heard of her one time. Apparently, she's like really good.
3rd overall pick. Does she have a
Third or
basketball reference? She does. She averaged. I mean, I don't know, like what, like the good.
ass.
Well, you also don't know how many points the
16
WNBA
points, 3 assists, and 7 rebounds. She's atrocious.
with
That's
2.4.
NBA standards.
Yeah, that's NBA standards. Plus 2.4 steals, which is awesome, and around 1 block, which I really don't think there's many blocks in the WNBA. Sorry.
So, like, what? Okay, search up WNBA scoring title or something like that to see who scored the most points and like what their
Like okay.
yeah. Okay, so
So
they are lower.
yes. So she's actually number. Well, we can't really say that she's number 3, but she's definitely like around here. So yeah, it's about like 19 points was the best. Actually, can I look that up? WNBA points per game title. Oh, okay.
Okay, so they do increase.
So they went, but she also played like back in 2001. But still, it's not like around. So around like the 20 mark is like the elite. Did she ever win a scoring title? Or at least for points per game?
No.
No, but she has. So she hasn't won a scoring title, but she's number 3 on the scoring, like all time scoring. So she scored the 3rd most points on a team.
So she played for the Indiana Fever.
Their whole career, apparently, yeah.
Jeez.
What the hell kind of a goddamn
But I think so like I said, in my opinion, this Hall of Fame class is probably the best. I just don't know any of the other ones. But John, I'm sorry, what was like, if you could sum it up, what was your opinion about it?
Kobe Bryant's number 2 greatest player of all time, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Duncan is the best power forward of all time. Kevin Garnett, number 3 of all time. Yeah, I mean, it's really, really, really hard to get any better.
Right.
Unless you have like LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and fucking Carmelo Anthony.
Okay. So yeah, all right. So now that we're done with that, at the end of every episode, we're gonna take like 3 or 4 hot takes and get each of our opinions on it. So the order we'll go in is me, Kaelin, and John. So first hot take. Actually, it'll go Kaelin, John, me. That way, it's not just me talking longer than all that. So, Kaelin, what do you think about this year being LeBron's last trip to the finals?
Ooh. I know John's gonna have a lot to say, so I'll keep this short. I know LeBron's getting older, but that doesn't mean he's not gonna go to the finals again. If he can have a solid team, not just a solid team next year, but if he can make it through to the finals this year, and then if the Lakers can stay solid for next year, I definitely don't think that this is going to be his last run.
John?
This is why LeBron James is the greatest of all time. Because LeBron James doesn't just have to score. He doesn't just have to go and dunk the ball. He can facilitate the ball. He can be your point guard, right? And
Right.
even in old age, so let's say he gets to be like 38, 39, and he's still playing in the league, he can still go up for a layup. He can still go and dunk. I mean, 38 isn't that old. But his main focus, like it was this year, is to facilitate. I mean, who knows? Maybe down the road, LeBron James will average like 15 assists per game. Some crazy number like that. Like, I think that's what sets LeBron James so far ahead of Michael Jordan. Is Michael Jordan is a scorer. He's very good at scoring, but LeBron James is better at scoring. He's better at facilitating. He's better at defense.
I will say
better-
that LeBron James, something that he's better than Michael Jordan at is adapting to a situation.
Totally.
So like when you said like, oh, he's getting older. So if you're thinking like LeBron, he's like, oh, obviously I'm getting older. I'm not going to be scoring as much as I was like with the Heat or like the Cavs first tenure. So I'm going to be passing the ball more. I'm going to be rebounding the ball more. He thinks of like different ways to help his team win instead of just scoring.
And that's why, this year he averaged 25 points a game. We haven't seen that since 2015. And he averaged like nearly 11 assists this year. That's impressive. He's still performing at a high level, both, through his points as well as through his point guard abilities. Put AD up there and get like another solid scorer and have LeBron, just put up like 15, 20 points a game, which we all know he can do very easily.
Yeah, because if like they get a third star, obviously their points are going to go down because they're sharing the ball more.
You don't even put a star. Don't even put a star on there. Just put someone like
a decent shooter.
Right, exactly. Someone not Danny Green who can only shoot 2 threes in a game. Someone like Dinwiddie.
I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind it either.
Because I'm a big fan of him, but he's gonna be a sixth man for the Nets. So I want to see him. I'd want to see him start because he was pretty good starting when Kyrie was injured.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to keep it short, we'll move on to the next take. I have 2 LeBron ones here, so I'll alternate. So this one would be that Tatum wins the most improved player.
Who?
Jason Tatum. Yes, Jason Tatum. All right.
So I think that Jason Tatum, his game has grown tremendously, but more so towards the beginning of his career to now rather than just in the recent season. I probably couldn't give you a name of who would get it, but I feel like Tatum probably would not get most improved.
Okay. John?
Pascal Siakam.
Oh, yeah, I think we discussed this before. You're talking about number. I was arguing with you about someone. I forgot who we were arguing with. Was it? Was I saying Jamal? I think I was saying like Jamal Murray or something. I don't remember, but I remember you bringing up like Siakam as your candidate.
Were you arguing for Jason Tatum?
I never thought of Tatum as like a candidate when you talked about Siakam the first time. I was thinking of somebody else. I was probably thinking of like Jamal Murray. I was probably saying Jamal Murray would win.
Jamal Murray?
I don't know. I don't remember who it was. If I will listen back, I'll probably remember, but I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm just saying it was like a Jamal Murray type player, like a few years in the league. But
okay, I see.
So just for people that are like just watching this, like say this is like their only like episode they listen to, tell me why Siakam.
Siakam, baby.
That's the tweet.
That's it.
All right. You're really gonna make me have to. Yeah, you can't just have your explanation on top of your head.
I mean, man's won a championship last year, and obviously, but his averages went up like 10 points, 4 rebounds or something. Let's look at this.
Went up 7 points.
7 points.
Nothing really defensively. Nothing with the passing. Did go up in rebounds though.
It's a huge improvement, but stats aren't everything.
No.
Pascal Siakam went from being a third option on a championship team to a first option, and in my opinion, a number 2 spot MVP on a championship contending team. That is a huge improvement. Huge improvement.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously he had Kyle Lowry, he had other guys step up and everything, Norman Powell, but Pascal Siakam is the leader of that team. He has developed not just into a role player type star, right, but into an actual basketball star. Someone you can put up there like who's better, Kristaps Porzingis or Pascal Siakam, right? In those kind of conversations, that's a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a definite winner as of right now because I don't know how the rest of the season's gonna play off. So I'm kind of like saving like my award predictions till after that, or at least playoffs. But I would definitely say Siakam is up there. Tatum is up there. I can't think of a third guy off the top of my head. John, do you have like a second like choice?
I'd probably say it's been a while since I've seen the NBA.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to like I used to have like I'm just trying to think of stars, not stars, but like just guys that got better this year.
I'd say for me it's gonna be probably Jason Tatum at number 2.
Yeah, it would be close. It'll be close. Man, like I maybe Dinwiddie. Like I don't know. I'd say I don't know how much Dinwiddie improved from last season, but I guess with this, huh?
I don't think he improved like too much, but I do think he improved.
Well, I just think with the amount of starting game started he's had this season,
right.
His numbers had to jump up some, like at least a little bit. But yeah, like that's. I mean, I guess that would be my third option. I really don't know. I haven't watched NBA in a while.
Well, what's your fourth hot take here, pal?
Fourth hot take. No, this is my third.
We already went through 3, didn't we?
No, we went through LeBron's last trip, Tatum winning, most improved.
Okay, what was the third?
John Wall returning, but missing the playoffs.
So he'll return in December.
I'm sorry, what was that?
He'll return in December.
Yes.
So he's missing these playoffs and then returning in December.
Yes. So he's returning next season, but they're going to miss the playoffs. Is what the hot take say. That's not my opinion. That's just the hot take.
Can I take a pass?
Yeah. Think it over. John?
I don't think, to be honest, it's going to make too much of a difference. I mean, at best, they'll be like a 6th seed. What they really need, if they want to win a championship, they need a better bench. They have no bench. It is just, like, I mean,
they barely have starters.
Right. That's another really big thing that they need. Like, they have Hachimura, that's great and everything, but
you don't know how he's gonna be.
Right. You got John Wall. John Wall is great, but he's old. Bradley Beal is securing interest from all over the league.
If I was them, and this is just my opinion, I would think, listen, John Wall is getting older.
Mm-hmm.
Bradley Beal's in his prime, and he's not getting the amount of success that he would probably want. So before Bradley Beal's contract is up, didn't he sign an extension though?
He did.
Shit, I can't think that. I would trade him if we're rebuilding. If the general manager is like, I want to rebuild, we trade away Bradley Beal for some picks and prospects or something, and we keep John Wall on the team as a veteran type player to mentor the younger players. And I don't know, that's just the way I'd do it. But
not a bad idea because you can't move John Wall.
No, not really. So I keep him as like a veteran type player, like how if I was Atlanta, I'd trade Vince Carter right away. But they want to keep him on there for veteran experience. They want the experience on the team.
And Vince Carter can put up points still, man.
He can, yeah. It's a shame that he won't be playing at least to finish the season. But
I was really hoping he'd go to the Raptors next year,
that'd be pretty dope.
finish out his career as a Raptor.
Yeah. But Kaelin, do you have any anything to? Did you think of anything?
I mean John Wall, they can't really do anything. Not or say they can't do anything to like get rid of him. They need to keep him. The Wizards need to keep him. And I don't know if or no, Bradley Beal, like you said, or I think John said it. Trading Bradley Beal. No, you said it.
I said
Trading
it, yeah.
Bradley Beal for a team to build around John Wall's veteracy. I'm gonna go with that word. Would be a good idea. Just because they're gonna have a strong core with a lot of potential wrapped around it.
Yeah, that actually was a good plan.
Dude, I'm telling you, NBA hired me as a GM. I could rebuild any team. Just check out my NBA 2K streams at SWIA7EK. Quick plug. Next topic. Oh, there you go. I see you. See how good that feels?
It's good.
All right. So last topic, which is the LeBron related one, kinda. So the topic is Kyrie will retire before LeBron.
Agree.
I think so. And it's not for the fact that I just think that LeBron is going to be playing in the league for a lot longer. And like John said earlier, he might not be putting up like scoring numbers more, but more shifting his skill set, not shifting, just putting more effort into
something else,
supporting more than carrying. Or I shouldn't say carrying, but leading. And I think that Kyrie, I don't know. I feel like Kyrie's kind of like a drama queen, and
he turned into one, dude. Like ever since Boston, he's starting issues that don't need to be
started.
He's like Antonio Brown.
Yeah,
he's a clown.
Since 2017.
Who?
Kyrie.
I'm sorry. What did you say? I didn't hear you.
Ever since 2017.
That's like when he started to like
get really whiny and bitchy because then he demanded a trade.
Yeah.
Well, because all that hype got to his head with the championship. Now he thinks he's.
He thinks he's that, and he ain't shit.
Yeah, I just feel like he's not gonna last. I'm not gonna say much longer. I feel like he'll go longer, but not to the extent of LeBron.
I will say, if LeBron's being serious about his statements, which I'm guessing he is, and he is going to stay in the NBA till Bronny comes, that's at least 1 year, one full season with Bronny. I don't know if he's going to retire after that, but I definitely think Kyrie will probably retire before LeBron, because I think LeBron will be in here until he's at least in his late 30s, 40s.
Mm-hmm. It's the Tom Brady of the NBA.
Pretty much.
I think LeBron James is going to retire in about 6 to 7 years. He's going to finish out his 2 more years with the Lakers, and I think he'll sign another 4-year deal with the Cavs to play with Bronny. And then Kyrie, I think, is going to retire within 3 years.
Yeah.
I do. And LeBron, worst case, like not worst case scenario, but like what could happen is that they end up retiring at the same time, like in the same year.
Mm-hmm.
But Kyrie and Jimmy Butler both have said that they don't want to become veterans. They want to play in their prime, and when they feel their body starting to decline, they want to hop out.
Yeah. But
Kyrie's getting old.
I mean, I think it's going to be close, but I still think LeBron's definitely going to edge out Kyrie in the league.
Yeah, I think LeBron's going to fucking...
Yeah, but anyways, that was the episode. We wanted to put something out because we haven't filmed the special yet. So I will.
Yeah, so a little bit of news about the special. It's off.
No, it's not. I
Because
didn't say anything about it's off.
Will has absolutely no sense of responsibility, and therefore we have nobody to side on the side of Michael Jordan. Go figure. And so therefore nobody can convince Luke that LeBron James is the greatest
Can
player of all time.
if any of you are serious about being on the podcast on Michael Jordan's side and you want to join, you can direct message me.
You're gonna get humiliated by me and Kaelin, though, ain't that right, pal?
Yes, sir. That's how we
Right.
do.
Let me know. Grant actually thought of joining
Grant who?
on our team. Grant.
Really?
Yeah.
Does Grant swear?
No. Not that I heard of, at least.
I've never heard him swear in my entire life.
He's just that type of guy.
Is that type of guy?
Wholesome guy. But yeah, so if you want to side with LeBron, let me know. We'll get you on the show. I'm trying to pump out this special because I've had this plan on my whiteboard for like probably 3 weeks now, and I'm getting tired to look at it.
I'm gonna text Will tomorrow.
Please text Will tomorrow to just see when we can do it. If we can't get somebody else, then we'll just have Will sign. It's not that big of a deal. And I mean, if he wants to cut and if he wants to just come on like once in a while, we'll have him on once in a while. But whatever. We just wanted to get one out. I don't think we didn't upload in about 2 weeks, so we missed a week. But
we didn't upload.
We did record an episode, but it did not get uploaded just because of the lack of news and the stupidity in the podcast. So, we will not be doing another one next week. I'll be in Ohio for the week, so that won't happen. At least I think. I don't know. We might be able to. At least not. There won't be a video version of it. I might be able to do it on my phone, but yeah. So, we should be back within the next 2 weeks. When is the decision? So that's the 24th is when like players have to decide whether they're coming or not.
Yeah.
So if we do it in like in 2 weeks, we'll discuss like players that didn't come back, and how that affects the team or whatever. So, yeah. We'll. Any parting words, John?
I mean, you guys already know what I'm going to say. Well, I mean, LeBron's the GOAT.
Okay. Kaelin?
I second that wholeheartedly.
And if we would have the special, I might have thirded. Will.
Fuck you, Will.
So, yeah, make sure you guys subscribe. We are now on Google Podcasts. So we're pretty much where any podcast is available. So, we're also on YouTube. That's where it's the unedited video version. That's when that's going to come out. Usually comes out right away because I don't edit the video version. So you'll be seeing it in full. And the edited versions will be out on audio wherever podcasts I listen to. And yeah, we'll see you within the next 2 weeks. Sorry.
All right, I'll see you.
See you.